Hello, Faith Journey campers, and welcome to Virtual Craft Time. For those who do not know me, my name is Natasha, and this is my second year as a counselor. In today's video, we are going to learn how to make a friendship bracelet. And the first thing that we're going to go over is the basic knot that you use. I don't actually know the name of the knot, so I just call it a 4-knot. You'll see why here shortly. To start, you create a 4 with the string you want to use, put it under the center, pull out to the right, and upwards tightly. You repeat it again. You make a 4, under the center string, pull up to the right tightly. The knot is not complete unless you do it twice. Now that you learned the basic knot, you can use that to do patterns. The patterns I'm going to show you today is the Chinese staircase, the candy stripe, and the chevron. Each need to be started in their own different ways, and I will show you that. But how you're going to begin just about every friendship bracelet is you get your colors that you want, and you make sure that they're untangled. Grab out however much you need, cut with scissors that work, fold it in half, try to make it as even as you can. Now everybody has their own personal preference on how they start these, but I just do a simple over knot to get a loop, like so. The Chinese staircase is the easiest out of the bunch. It creates a spiral up your bracelet, much like the staircase leading up to the tower. To do this, simply make a 4 over all of the colors in your bracelet, like so. Remember to keep your knots tight. If they don't pull tight enough, you can push them up yourself. I like to do sets of either 5 or 7 of the 4-knot to create an even amount of color on my bracelet. Now when it is time to repeat a color, pick the longest strand in the bunch like I showed you earlier. And this is the finished results. I want my candy stripe to go pink, white, so I lay my strands out like so. Unlike the Chinese staircase, I have to do the 4-knot on each individual strand as opposed to all of them combined. Doing so, I go across my pattern to create a diagonal line in my bracelet. I want double lines, so I repeat with pink. You do the same thing with white. Remember to make those knots tight. At first, the design might not be clear enough, but don't worry. After a while, your bracelet will look like this. Up next, chevron. I want my pattern to go blue, white, and pink. So you lay it out like so. And start just like you did the candy stripe, putting your knots across your color, except this time you're going to end it after you do the last color. My last color is pink, so I'm going to put this blue strand in the center to be worked on later. To work on the other side, I have to do a backwards 4-knot. It's as simple as the regular 4-knot, just backwards. Do a backwards 4 through the center and up to the left this time. Again, backwards 4, under the center, up to the left, pull tightly. Go across your pattern, placing it in the center after you do the pink. Once both blues are in the center, you're going to do a regular 4-knot to finish up the V in your pattern. After a couple rows, the pattern becomes more defined. And that's how you do it. Once you master these, I encourage you to look up your own patterns and knots. Maybe you'll be able to teach me a new one next year. And thank you so much for joining me for Virtual Craft Time. Remember to keep your knots tight and make them with love. And if you have any questions at all or need any help, feel free to reach out. See y'all later.